Hi, my name is Mary, and for a long time I was trying to please people around me. Not for using them or using something they give me, but just because I felt it's right. It's good to be nice to everybody, and it's the right thing. So you have to make sure everybody has a good relationships with you. And in some way, I think it's a good skill to have to be able to communicate to different people and to communicate to people who you maybe do not really like. But I think it becomes too much, like people around me. And I say it literally, like, in my class, for example, but maybe if you're not going to school, you might even register you act like that, which is the most the worst thing because you are tricking yourself, you're tricking other people into thinking you liking them even though you don't. And I think it's a bad thing. And I'm not saying you have to be rude, you have to be toxic to other people and say everything you think about them, because it's not the case here. But I think you should stop being nice to people if you don't physically want to be nice to them. So whatever you're doing for other people, I think it's good to be kind. But the thing that being kind is not equal to be nice. I'm kind. I consider myself as a pretty kind person, and I can help people, and I'm helping people in some difficult situation. And if even if somebody who I don't really like gets in a situation I can help them with, I think I would help personally. Like if my help is necessary, I think I will help, or I will at least ask them if they want me to help them. But I think a big thing is trying to be overly nice to people you don't like, trying to be overly like, in my school we have this tradition. We all, our class would sit at one big table, and if you go for water, for a glass of water, you just ask if somebody wants it. And it's alright, but I think if you ask your friend at school, but you won't ask a person who you don't like if you should bring something for them. Like, you should not be like this extra good. Like, I think you should be polite, because being polite is always a good thing, and being polite does not mean you like a person, but it just means you are a good person yourself. But being overly polite, overly nice, trying to please them, even if you know inside of your head you don't like them, I think it's a really bad habit to have. Trying, because you're not only tricking them into thinking that you are alright with them, but you're tricking yourself. And it's a big relief, a huge relief, to stop acting and pretending like you like those people. And imagine, it's like so many energy is just wasted into you pretending to like everybody, and nobody likes everybody. Trust me, there are so many like people who are acting like they do, but they don't really. And I think it's a all right, it's a human thing, because the more people the more people you talk to, the more you understand that some of them are your people and like people you like interacting with, and some of them are less interesting or less, you just get on worse. And it's all right. I think it's this is the main thought of this video. It's all right to not like somebody. It's all right to not willing to talk to somebody as to somebody else. It's all right to not like them. And I think you should not be nice to them, like overly polite, overly nice. No, stop it. Just control it. Start to register it in your mind that, wait, I don't really like this person. Why am I trying to please them? Why am I trying to help them in something they don't really need? Or, asking and volunteering to help them if I don't like them really. Like, start seeing it in your behavior, because I believe most of the people do that. And trust me, and as soon as you start noticing it every time, then you can control it, and then you can avoid it, which is, I think, the main thing. And just really, it makes your life more better, and you have so many energy just for yourself, which is so cool, because you can spend it on wherever you like. Maybe on helping people you actually like, on talking to people you actually enjoy talking to, and being nice to people you actually like being nice to, or just basically on yourself. You have so many ways to spend energy, and trust me, spending it on trying to please people who you don't like is not the best case and not the best way to spend your time, energy, and like everything. Just look out for it, and I think it's a really important thing to talk about and to consider. Yeah, so anyway, I hope you're having a great day. Make sure you subscribe and like this video, and I'll be really interested in your opinion. So please write me in the comments. Maybe you already have some progress about it, or you have any thoughts. I will read everything, so, and reply if I can. So I'll be excited, and I'm looking forward to reading all your thoughts.